I have an announcement to make. I made my own food-themed cat gacha. Ever since I was little, I've had a huge fascination with Gumball Machines. I thought they were one of the top coolest things on the planet, besides space itself. But I can't just take over a bunch of Gumball Machines and stuff them with my own designs. Not yet, at least. Although I can do the next best thing, thanks to today's sponsor, Vograce. But I'll talk more about them later. However, I can't just go into designing a gacha set all willy-nilly. I had to nail down a theme, the heart and soul of the project, something that would drive me through the ups and downs of creating something from scratch. I picked cats. Now I know the last time I did a design video, I also picked a cat. If I'm not careful, people might start to suspect me as a cat person. If my family's dogs found out, they'd be so disappointed in me. For this cat theme project, I wanted to boil them down to their core, which is silly, dumb creatures that sometimes just straight hate us. Which means our first category is cats getting stuck in places they probably shouldn't be. Starting out with the burger cat, I wanted to make it as cute as possible. The eyes are big, the tongue is sticking out, but what makes this keychain pop and stick out the most in my mind is the shading. I went with that Studio Ghibli food that looks better than food kind of vibe. Now I'm no Miyazaki, but I found a bunch of watercolor brushes and blending tools that I felt pretty happy to shade and color with. Meanwhile, in the polar opposite theme and direction is the onion cat. While the burger was more food than cat, the onion cat is more cat than onion ring. This is one of the first I designed because when I think of cats, one of my favorite images that comes to mind is when they're just head empty, existing in their own just universe of existence. Onion cat is all of those things basically, and just is a local space cadet. The final cat for this theme, however, is this very fluffy cat I designed. I don't really have a lot to say besides I looked at images of popcorn, thought of a cat, and went, yes, my child, you're everything you need to be. And I just slapped a red striped carnival theme bag and called it finished. I was also pretty hyped to have a keychain that would hang fully upside down. I don't have a lot of designs like that, so, you know, I was super excited to see how it would turn out. Breaking away from our claustrophobic cats, our next category is just some cute cats with food around them. I wanted to design a cat that was the epitome of the experience you have as a cat owner, while they'll just randomly decide chaos at 3 a.m. because I can't have a cat right now, and I'm just intensely coping with it. Leave me alone. So I made the ice cream cat. I thought this cat would be perfect if it was a Sphinx breed, and it was one of the few cats I was specific about what breed and pattern it had, because while I was brainstorming ideas, I knew I had to have a cat in an ice cream cone sweater. It was meant to be. There was no changing fate with that. It's a very silly little cat who, instead of crying over spilled milk, is instead crying over spilled frozen milk. The next cat that I designed was the chicken nugget cat. For this, I just like the ice cream cat. I had a goal. I had just, you know, I knew what I wanted for it. It had to have dino nuggets. It's my gacha set. I get to make the rules. My inner child is having a field day with this design. This one ended up being the pose that kind of resembles that one meme of a cat holding a knife in its mouth, but instead it's just a big old dino nugget. Since this cat was majority colored black, I actually added a little bit of extra colors around it so that when it was printed and manufactured, it'd keep the other colors from looking too flat and bland. That's it for the design section of this video. I did technically design 2 more, but those are the rare designs, and I kind of want to keep them a secret for this video in case someone wants to buy a blind bag and be surprised with how the final designs looked. But of course, seeing a design on the computer is one thing, but before I reveal the final Keychains designs, I'd like to give a special thank you to today's sponsor, Vograce. Without them, this video wouldn't be possible. I'm no stranger to Vograce and their products since I've ordered well over 100 keychains from them at this point. I got these keychains at around the time they made some color printing updates as well, so while I used to send in Photoshop files with the colors edited as closely as possible as I could get it, this time around I truly just sent the PNG files of each of the cat designs with how many I wanted in each design, what class number I wanted, and that was it. But enough of that, let's take a look at the final products. Still voiceover PJ here, since I couldn't record on my phone very well if I tried. I'll be a little out of order when recording this section of the voiceover, mostly because I've had to open up this box 3 different times. I don't want to talk about it. I had to make sure that if anything went wrong with my order, I had enough time to contact the company and let them resolve any issues before making a review video. Like I said before, I'm no stranger to ordering from Vograce, so when all my items came in, it wasn't any surprise that they all turned out to be pretty high quality and just generally looked amazing. I also ordered business cards for the first time from them, which I desperately needed from my Etsy shop. I'm glad that they all turned out as well as they did, because I did order 200 of them. Since these keychains were printed with Vograce's new equipment, I was really impressed to see how vibrant and colorful each keychain turned out. They pretty much looked exactly like the files I sent in, so I didn't actually spot any major color errors that I'd complain about whatsoever. These are actually the smallest keychains I've ever ordered, and it was actually the first time I ordered stickers from them as well. I've always been a little hesitant to sell stickers on my own, so I always relied on other places to sell and print and ship them from me. So when I got all these little itty bitty adorable 1-inch stickers, my heart was stolen from me, yoinked. It was vanished. I was in love. All that was left at this point was to just put everything together. I'd actually bought a heat sealer specifically for these blind bags, but I was very terrified to use it myself, so I asked my mom to help me, because I mean, if something was burned, at least I didn't do it.
Awesome.
Huh?
That's awesome. Oh, yeah.
I think so. Touches all of them.
Sorry.
I won't say much on what it was like for the final, taking like the final photos of everything, but I will say that I ordered, just casually 70 food erasers to take photos of these cats and to put them up on my Etsy shop, and that's all you get. I got 70 food erasers, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. You can find these charms on my Etsy shop and also a phone case on Redbubble. Thank you so much again to Vograce for sponsoring this video. This was really fun to put together. I hope you guys enjoyed the art design process. There was a lot that I could say about, like, just a bunch of random things when it comes to blind bags, but I cut it down because I'd be on a full rant for so much longer than what's required. So thank you so much to them. They did give me a discount code that you guys can use if you're interested. It's a $3 coupon, and also I have an affiliate link that helps support me if you use it to order from them. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye! Bye!